Did you know that there's a way to walk for just 10 minutes that has the power of a dose of medicine to lower your blood pressure? If you're over 50 and feel like your body no longer obeys you, what if I told you it's not about walking more but walking correctly for just 10 minutes? Science confirms that this type of movement is more effective than long hours at the gym to protect your heart. In the next few minutes, I'll give you the exact step-by-step guide on how to walk after 50 to help lower blood pressure without the gym, without extra medication, and without complicating your routine. Because the difference lies in the detail, not the duration. The most common mistake women make is thinking that any walk works to control blood pressure. The limiting belief is the leisurely walk, that slow and rhythmless step, which, although better than standing still, doesn't generate the necessary stimulus for your body to regulate blood pressure. And you keep walking and blood pressure doesn't improve. You don't understand why. You walk any way you can. Loose steps, looking at your cell phone, stopping every now and then to look at a storefront to talk to someone to solve something. It's a stroll, not a purposeful walk. It's movement without strategy. And your body needs strategy, not just any movement. It needs intention, focus, awareness. You think only distance matters and ignore rhythm, breathing, and posture. You count steps on your watch, celebrate when you reach the goal of 10,000 steps, but don't pay attention to how you're walking. If you're slouching, if you're breathing correctly, if you're in the right rhythm. And these details make all the difference. All of it. These details separate a walk that protects from a walk that only tires. You think you need long hours at the gym or intense workouts to get results. You think that if it's not at least 30-40 minutes, it's not worth it. And you give up. Because you don't have time. Because you don't have the disposition. Because you think that if it's not a lot, it's not worth doing. And you end up doing nothing. And blood pressure remains high. You always walk after a tense day without any preparation, and blame age when blood pressure doesn't improve. You arrive home stressed, tired, with high blood pressure from the whole day, and then you go for a walk. Without stretching, without preparing your body, without breathing properly. And when blood pressure doesn't drop, you think it's age, there's no way my body no longer responds. But that's not true. The danger is accepting high blood pressure as normal after 50, ignoring the fact that cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in this age group. You hear from your doctor that your blood pressure is high, take the medication and think it's solved. But it's not. Because medication helps, but it's not everything. Your body needs more. It needs the right movement. It needs strategy. It needs you to understand how it works and what it's asking for. What most people don't know is that the key is not the duration but the intensity of the movement. And this lack of focus prevents blood pressure from dropping effectively. You walk for an hour but at the wrong pace. And it's not worth it. It's like driving with the handbrake on. You're moving but you're not getting where you need to. You're wasting energy without results. You don't need an hour, you need a 10-minute strategy. 10 minutes done right are worth more than 40 minutes of loose walking. Much more. Because in those 10 minutes, you'll activate mechanisms in your body that really lower blood pressure. Mechanisms that aren't activated in slow, purposeless, and intentionless walking. Mechanisms that sleep when you walk anyway. Your body is not the enemy. It's asking for the right dose of movement. And the right dose isn't necessarily the largest dose. It's the right dose, at the right pace, at the right time, with the right intensity. And that changes everything. It changes the way you relate to exercise, changes your results, changes your life. You saw that the mistake is walking without strategy. Now comes the scientific revelation that gives you the right dose of movement. The revelation that will transform your walk into medicine. The great revelation is that your walk needs to reach a specific point of effort to work. This is called moderate intensity walking. Not too slow, not running. It's in the middle. It's the exact point where magic happens. And you'll learn to recognize this point. You'll learn to feel it in your body when it's right. The scientific insight is that when you walk faster, your body starts to release a powerful molecule called nitric oxide. And this molecule is pure gold for your heart. Nitric oxide is a gas that acts as a natural vasodilator. In other words, it relaxes and widens the walls of your blood vessels, reducing resistance to blood flow. It's pure science working in your favor. It's as if nitric oxide opens the doors of your blood vessels, allowing blood to circulate with less pressure. Your blood vessels were tight, compressed, tense, and suddenly they relax. Blood flows better. The heart works less. blood pressure drops. And all this happens naturally without medication, just with the right movement, just with the right intensity. The time of day when these 10 minutes have the most impact on your blood pressure also matters. Studies show that walking in the morning before noon has a greater effect on blood pressure than walking in the afternoon or evening. Because in the morning, you're programming your body for the day. You're telling it how you want it to work. And it obeys. It always obeys when you speak the right language. Now that you understand the importance of intensity, comes the practical plan to apply nitric oxide in your life today. The protocol that works. The transformation begins with the promise. You will reduce your blood pressure with just 10 minutes of focused movement. 10 minutes that fit into your routine. 10 minutes that don't need a gym. 10 minutes you can do now today, without any preparation other than a comfortable pair of shoes. You just need yourself in your decision. The protocol has 3 simple phases, and you'll follow each one with attention, because each phase has a purpose. Each minute matters. And when you understand why each phase is important, you do it better. You commit more. You respect the process. Minutes 0 to 3 are conscious warming up. Start with 2 minutes of light walking to warm up. Light pace, stretching in motion, and adjusting breathing. You don't go from 0 to 100. You prepare your body. You move your joints. You wake up your muscles. You adjust your posture. You breathe deeply a few times. You're telling your body, now we're going to work together as a team, as partners. In these first minutes, you also pay attention to how your body is. Is there any pain? Any discomfort? Anything different? This is the moment to check. To connect. To not go on autopilot. Because your body speaks and you need to listen before demanding from it. You need to respect the signals it's giving. Minutes 3 to 8 are the blood pressure protection zone. Increase your pace to reach moderate intensity. Moderate pace, active arms, simple test to know if you're at the right point. You should be able to talk but not sing. Swing your arms with intention. Don't let them hang loose, swinging anyway. Move them with purpose. Bend your elbow at a 90-degree angle and swing forward and backward. This increases energy expenditure and improves circulation. Keep your chin parallel to the ground. Look forward, not down. Shoulders back, chest open. You're not dragging your body. You're moving it with power, with presence, with dignity, with respect for yourself. Use your watch or phone's timer to guide you. 6 minutes at this pace. 6 minutes in the zone where nitric oxide is being released, where magic is happening, where blood pressure is dropping. As you walk at a moderate pace, pay attention to your breathing. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth deeply. Rhythmic breathing helps calm the nervous system, enhancing the vasodilatory effect of walking. Incorrect breathing cancels part of the benefit. Correct breathing multiplies the benefit. It's a detail that makes a huge difference. It's what separates results from frustration. Minutes 8 to 10 are intelligent deceleration. In the last 2 minutes, decrease your speed until you stop. Reduce your pace, breathe deeply, check for warning signs, and create a daily habit. You don't stop abruptly. You gradually slow down. You return to a light pace. You breathe more deeply. You thank your body for the work it just did. You acknowledge the effort. At the end, you also check for signs. How are you feeling? Dizziness? Excessive shortness of breath? Chest pain? If you have any warning signs, you note them and take them to your doctor. But if everything is fine, you celebrate. Because you just did a dose of natural medicine for your heart. You just gave your body exactly what it needed. Additionally, hydration is crucial. Drink water before and after to support circulation. Your body needs water to function well, for circulation to flow, for blood pressure to regulate. So don't forget. Water before, water after. Always. It's part of the protocol. It's part of the care. Let me tell you about Lucia. She's 56 years old and used to take long 40-minute walks, but her blood pressure didn't budge. She was doing everything right, or so she thought. She walked every day, reached her step goal, sweated, exerted herself, but her blood pressure remained high. And she was frustrated. She thought her body no longer responded, that she was condemned to take medication forever. By adopting the 10-minute moderate intensity protocol, she managed to reduce the dose of one of her medications in 3 months, under medical supervision. 3 months. It wasn't overnight, but it was quick. because she was finally doing the right movement, at the right pace, with the right intensity, and her body responded. Of course it responded. The body always responds when you give it what it needs. She wasn't broken. She just needed the right strategy. And you're not broken either. You just need the right strategy, the right knowledge, the right action. And now you have it. Now you know exactly what to do. You no longer have the excuse of not knowing how. The practical action is to start today. Take 10 minutes, find your moderate pace, and feel your body release nitric oxide. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Don't leave it for Monday. Do it today. Because every day that passes without doing it is a day less of protection for your heart. It's a lost opportunity to lower blood pressure naturally. It's a wasted chance to take care of yourself. You're not late. Your best years are still beginning, and your body never lies. It responds to every strategic step. Aging isn't about falling apart. It's about having the wisdom to focus on the strategy that works. And you've just learned the strategy that works. Now it's just a matter of applying it. Now it's just a matter of making it happen. The next decade can be the best, and your calmer blood pressure is the key to it. Because controlled blood pressure is a protected heart. It's a protected brain. It's protected kidneys. It's quality of life. It's autonomy. It's you living well, not just living. It's you with energy, with disposition, with freedom. So your call to action today is simple. Try the 10-minute protocol tomorrow morning. Use your watch and find the pace where you can talk but not sing. Test the protocol. Feel the difference. And then tell me how it was. Tell me if you felt your body different. Comment below if you're going to try the protocol tomorrow. Tell me what your biggest difficulty is with walking. Is it lack of time? Lack of disposition? Not knowing the right way? Give a like if this video gave you clarity on how to transform your walk into medicine. And subscribe to the channel to receive longevity strategies and simple steps every week, turning the years after 50 into your best phase. Your body deserves the right movement, not just any movement. It deserves strategy, not just an attempt.